band Anathemma. Go ahead and introduce myself. So my name is Alan. I'm the guitarist and vocals.
Adrian Tejas, bassist.
Francisco Cernas, guitarist.
Adrian here from Hollywood.
And from Northridge.
Awesome.
How did you guys start playing together?
Well, it really started with Adrian and Alan, if I'm being honest. And it started back when they were young, back when they were wee little lads. They, they got together at a young age. I'm pretty sure I can tell you more about that story.
So I believe we were probably around 17 and 16, Alan and I, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Us two jamming out, but Alan started playing guitar like way before that.
Nice. It was just kind of like jamming for fun, and then eventually
Correct.
started getting more serious.
Yeah, so we started jamming out back around like 16, 17 when I like first finally picked up the bass guitar, and Alan was like the only person I knew that played guitar, so I started jamming out with him. Guys would only play Iron Maiden, but Alan, on the other hand, was already playing like all Metallica. So he introduced me to what the band's genre is, which is thrash metal.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you guys write about, and what inspires you to write?
Alan?
A lot of the topics just are based off of things, I was exposed to during my time at CSUT. So when I was getting my bachelor's degree, there was a lot of topics we were learning in political science, a lot of topics we were talking about in English class, and a lot of the topics that I learned in those classes are basically based off the songs. For example, one of our songs, Biohazard Population Control, I had a project on the Ebola crisis, and that's basically what that song was about. So a lot of our topics deal with current events. At that time, it was current. But,
Okay. Would you consider yourself more like a political band, or are you guys just more kind of writing about what you feel like writing about at the time?
Honestly, it's more what we feel at the time. It's not necessarily politics per se, but it's more of like what's the current climate, what do things look like, and it's not always going to be politics. It can be other things too,
Okay.
on the deeper level, etc.
Okay, that makes sense, yeah. Who are your guys' influences?
Dave Mustaine, for sure, all the way.
Oh, yeah.
Gross. James Hetfield, Metallica,
And Steve Harris, Iron Maiden.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And I know you guys have played with a few bands now, because you guys have been active for a while, right?
Yeah.
Who are your guys' favorite underground bands? Bands that you've played with, bands that you've just seen?
Oh, there's definitely a couple. I would say, like, one of the first bands we started playing off with would be, like, Nomadic. And I feel like they were really cool. They were, like, one of the first bands we, like, kind of kicked it with in the beginning. And they were pretty chill. One of my personal favorites is, like, Mortalis. They're pretty dope.
Mortalis is pretty good. I like them a lot.
Yeah, they're definitely cool guys, too.
Another one too that I don't know, we haven't seen them in a while, but Pterodactyl.
Okay, I actually haven't seen them. What genre are they?
What were they? They were like thrash too, right?
Okay.
Yeah, they're kind of a thrash crossover with punk,
I like that thrash came back. Thrash is like really popular now. I didn't have any like thrash metal shows to go to when I was a teenager. It all started like when I became like 19, 20.
It's definitely coming back. For sure, it's making a comeback.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. It's a really cool thing. How do you guys feel about the Stranger Things guy that everyone's talking about? I don't watch Stranger Things, but the metalhead that they have, I know a lot
Eddie.
of metalheads were mad about Eddie. Yeah, Eddie. Do you think he's the new Goth Girl's blueprint,
I mean, there's a lot of ways to go about that. I did see a few clips because it was apparently very popular.
Yeah.
So the guy was not playing that, actually, right?
Yeah.
Like he just kind of practiced the movements of the guitar.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, and so another way of looking at it too, I mean, it does give exposure to the genre.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think it's
I
really
can see
cool.
why.
Some people get really butthurt, and then other people are really flattered. Like, I've seen a few
Yeah,
people
like
that
I
were
can see
flattered.
why, like, people would get mad about it, but in a way, like, it is exposure to the genre, so it's a good thing if like people actually get into it, not just for the, for the popularity of like what that was, but more for actually, what they're about.
Exactly. I mean, especially with most people our age have found a lot of the bands from, Guitar Hero, Rock Band, and things
Tony
like
Hawk
that.
Pro Skater.
Yeah, Tony Hawk, dude. Like, everybody gets their influence.
I feel like most people got
Oh, yeah.
got their influence from like Tony Hawk,
Oh, definitely.
So Wiggles was also a really cool band. They introduced us to heavy metal, right?
You bet my first pit, dude. So, if you guys could play anywhere with anyone, what would be the perfect show for you guys?
Well, I mean, we've had the opportunity of playing with Warbringer.
Oh yeah.
At the Whiskey A Go Go. I feel like that's one of the goals that was accomplished.
Nice. Got to cross that one off.
Yeah.
You know, what I definitely have to say, though, that's on our bucket list, you know, something that's, you know, for us that we would like to do that, but that's more realistic would be Havoc. That's one.
Havoc is the next one.
Yeah, that's a goal for us to definitely open up for Havoc. Because
cool.
we've been exposed to them through our drummer as well, or our previous drummer, as well as our guitarist. They talk about Havoc, and honestly, I wasn't really familiar with them. And then the moment they start bringing up Havoc, and I started looking into them, I was like, man, you know, we gotta get with these guys. We gotta play for these, you know, play for them, and you know, really get with that.
Oh yeah, I could see the sounds going well on the show.
Yeah, I mean, those guys. They're just a few years older than us, so it's, you know,
yeah, exactly, yeah,
in the right direction to be wanting to be that way.
Yeah. With that in mind, what are your goals for the band? And if you were to become famous at any point in time, what would you do with your fame and your influence?
You know, with the goals in the band, realistically, is just to get out there, play some good ass music, and if we become famous, quote unquote, you know, cool, it just happens to happen. But our real goal is pretty much just to play our music, to have fun, and pretty much spread it around as much as we can, you know, because we just are genuinely very passionate as musicians. So our goal is just to really travel, play shows, you know, and just have a good time and write some good music. That's basically what our goal has always been. That's something we've always kept consistent throughout our time together. And that's pretty much what we want to do.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
And
okay.
like on every side of the world would be pretty dope too. You know, traveling, like Alex said. Yeah, definitely one up there for me personally.
Oh yeah.
All right, no problem. So, what upcoming shows do you have?
We have August 5th. We haven't announced it yet because they're still putting it together, and we're very excited to be hosting our show as well at the Old Town Pub in Pasadena. So we're very excited for that one. That's going to be on August 12th.
Oh,
all right,
awesome,
no problem.
man.
Cool. So do you guys have any advice to new bands? Just any bands that are up and coming, just started, haven't played any shows yet?
Advice, major one, practice your metronome. Definitely practice on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm still trying to practice that.
It's a never-ending practice, I swear.
Oh yeah, no, you never stop learning. You're always learning new things every time.
Oh yeah.
No, it's a matter of exploring what your instrument is capable of and what you are capable of.
Yeah, exactly. So let's say you guys get stranded on an island or in the middle of the woods or anything like that. You guys are just stranded. Who is eating who? Which one of you guys is going to be the last one standing?
You know what? I want to say this. I'm kind of chunky, so I'm going really well on a rotation. And I'm greasy too, so like you don't need oil. I'll produce my own oil.
Okay, cool. I can cook, and Kelso can prep the drinks.
Dope.
They already had that figured out. They're ready for tour. All right, now everybody asks who's the funniest in the band. Who's the least funny in you guys' band? Who sucks?
Dang, I'll take that one.
I don't know, man. Kelso's pretty awful too.
You know, it's wrong timing for sure, but it's my coping mechanism.
Oh yeah.
No problem. All right. So we know that most thrash guys like alt girls. You know, some like preppy girls, whatever. When you were growing up, who was the goth girl blueprint? Like, out of anyone, like characters, you know, from things like Kim Possible, Total Drama Island, you know, whoever was the blueprint.
Oh, Total Drama Island, now that you mention that, yeah, that was pretty good. But I gotta say, Joan Jett was a pretty big, a big one for me growing up.
Oh, yeah?
I had a huge discussion.
Ellen?
Stay quiet.
All right. So is there anything that you guys want people to know before we end the call?
Go ahead.
Actually, that question you asked struck a chord. The one where what advice would I give to new bands?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There's two very strong ones. That I personally feel that really stick with me is one, you have to find other people who are level-headed and have the same vision as you. Because if you have other people in a band who are not as committed or who don't share that same vision, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
And that's the blessing I have with the three guys I have over here, is that we share that same vision, we have that commitment, and that's why we're still here. That's one big thing. The second thing, that I would advise, bands is definitely be ready to spend a pretty penny,
Yeah, definitely.
Be ready to invest.
Yeah, we have definitely spent a lot of money on our gear.
Yeah, I know a lot of bands have they invest a lot of money in their gear, and they drive 100+ miles to get like $80 from a show, if that sometimes.
Yeah, my car broke down. What was it, like less than a month ago?
Oh, that show that we did with you guys over there.
That's right. Everybody okay after that ride? Car's good now?
Car's good. Car's running, She's up and running.
Oh,
Keep
right.
flying, it blew up.
And actually, real quick, I forgot to mention, we know that a lot of LA bands right now have been talking about going out of LA and playing shows out of California. Are there any particular spots that you guys are looking at? I know that Texas and Arizona have been like really popping lately. They have people that are willing to buy tons of merch, first time seeing the band. People are moshing, they're not as strict with like moshing and stuff like that over there, I'm pretty sure also.
A lot of people.
Oh, yeah, we've definitely heard talk about, going out of state to do shows. And look, we've had the chance to go out to Las Vegas, Nevada to throw a show there.
Yeah.
Well, not throw a show, but be part of a show.
Nice.
So we would definitely like that experience again.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
The place I would say though, would be actually Texas. I would definitely like to see what it'd be like in Texas, especially considering that just the general vibe in California is a little more different than Texas. So definitely heading out to a whole new environment, that would be really fun. Texas, I've heard, especially...
I've heard great things.
Talking to some bands about it, just hearing about Texas, like, ooh, that sounds like a good spot to go to.
Oh yeah, I've talked to a few people that their bands have traveled out there, and that's one, it's great energy, a lot of high energy crowds and stuff like that. But going into a lot of those small towns, they don't really get a whole lot of live music, especially out of town groups. They're so grateful to have metal bands and things like that come in. They're excited, you know what I mean? It's something new to them.
And honestly, I think that some people see like California, LA bands as like kind of like clout, Because a lot of people want to play in LA, so they think like, oh, you play in LA, you're a rock star, and everyone in LA is like, dude, I want to play somewhere else. Like, I want to get out of LA. And everyone's like, no, we got to go to LA.
Yeah, it's like, since we live here, we definitely just know what it's like here, and we just have already like gotten bored of the place, perhaps.
Yeah.
In that sense, yeah. So
you can play the same places for so long before you want to go somewhere else,
Yeah, so it's definitely a matter of like exploring new places, getting different crowds, different reactions, etc.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being with us. We really had fun finding out, who wasn't funny.
Oh, thank you.
So now I know who not to.
One thing I forgot to explain. Sorry about that. Sorry for interrupting. We didn't mention where we met Kelso. So, real quick on that. So Alan and I had met each other, but then. Like way later on when Alan was in college, that's where he met Kelso by chance at ABK.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to dress up like super thrash with my jean jacket, bullet bill, guitar on my back and stuff. And Alan had like the biggest crush on me, so he had to come up to me and he was like, "You want to jam?"
You guys had to throw him into the bus.
Beautiful.
Hey man, we're just telling you how it is. No, but it was a really cool experience. He invited me back to his dorm, and luckily enough.
That's right. My dorm.
It's great. We shared wine,
Studying out his gear.
Yeah, dude, you don't even need groupies. That's awesome.
Yeah, no,
self-sufficient. I like that.
Yeah, self-sustaining band.
Self-sufficient. I like that.
Luckily enough, it all worked out. And,
Yeah. All right. Do you guys have anything else you want to say before we end this call?
I think. You, Alan?
No, that's pretty much it, man.
All right.
Yeah, that would be the whole wrap.
All right. Cool.
please buy our album.
Thank you so much for doing our interview, guys.
No, thank you for having us. Thank you.
Oh, of
This was
course.
Yeah,
awesome.
we'll catch one of your shows soon because we like you guys a lot. We think you guys' band's like really good and stuff. Not to suck your butt or anything, but like you guys are pretty good.
Yeah, you guys are great.
Yeah, I can't play guitar that well, so you guys are great. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right,
To be fair, I
guys.
can't play guitar that good neither.
Yeah, Kelso struggles to keep up with Alan. I do too. It's hard keeping up with this man.
All right, you guys have a good one.
All right, thank you too.
This is our Two Truths and a Lie segment. I have Legion and
There he is. Rick.
yeah, Rick. Yeah, I
It's the
hate
Rick
that.
and Ryn show.
No, it's not. I hate that. Don't say that.
Damn it. I'm gonna keep trying.
We're gonna cut that.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys 3 things, and one of them is gonna be a lie. You're gonna have to figure out which one is which. Don't read the paper. I saw you reading it. Don't read
I
it.
wasn't reading the paper.
Okay.
I can't read.
So the first statement is Eric Clapton wrote the song Layla for George Harrison's wife. The second one is Blink-182 was a Green Day cover band originally. And the third one is John Bonham drank 40 shots of vodka the night he died. All right, so the Eric Clapton one.
It's very, could be realistic. Eric Clapton was a character, a very undesirable character in certain aspects, but I don't know, the John Bonham one seems really believable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
That
that's
dude
par
drank
for the
like
that's par for the course of that guy.
Well, they said when
It
Kurt
might be a
Cobain...
lie. It could be less. You know what I mean? Maybe it's 50, maybe it's
38 or something.
Oh my god. They said when Kurt Cobain died that he had enough heroin in him to kill 3 people. So, I mean, the John Bonham one is definitely believable.
Right, rock stars being rock stars, man.
Alright. What do you think, Legion? Which one do you think is the false statement?
Oh god. I want to say the Blink-182 one because I don't really know a whole lot about them and I'm not sure when they started.
I think they started in like the late 90s.
Did they?
I think, somewhere around there. They started in the 90s.
That's the thing, the timelines.
Yeah.
Those don't really add up. I don't know about.
Because
I don't know shit about
the
either.
John
band.
Bonham one sounds plausible, and then the Eric Clapton one sounds plausible because he was a man whore. Like, and that's like the that's the perfect way to get back at the Beatles. Like,
This will settle that Cream Beatles debate.
right? Literally.
I would say the lie has got to be the
Blink.
Blink being a cover band.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, that one, you got
That
it.
was it?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's it.
yeah.
You got it. Okay. So,
Deductive reason.
next one. Don't look at the paper because I have them marked as like which one's the right one, so don't look at the paper.
I can't read.
Okay. Okay, next set of statements. Each member of Nirvana was kicked out of the Nevermind release party for starting a food fight. Or
Sorry.
or Leonard Skinner's Freebird is dedicated to Duane Allman from the Allman Brothers. Or David Bowie was born with heterochromia, so he had 2 different eye colors.
That's pretty
that's
sure is
true.
true, yeah.
That's true.
He also had like a pupil malfunction, but I think that may have came from an injury or something. I don't know.
Traveling to space too much.
Yeah, traveling to space.
That's what you want to call it.
Can you read the second one again?
The second one was Leonard Skinner's Freebird is dedicated to Duane Allman of the Allman Brothers.
That could be very true.
Yeah.
The Allman Brothers were loved by many.
Yeah.
I would say.
Bad motherfuckers on guitar.
I think the food fight is going to be the one, just because I feel like Kurt Cobain would have been asleep or getting yelled at.
Yeah,
Yeah, but when he wasn't asleep, he was chaotic enough to fucking
Well,
just throw down and throw a fucking hot dog at Chris Novoselic.
I feel like Courtney would
And he
just
was
he would
a-
have been too busy getting yelled at by Courtney. You know what I mean?
He was a douchebag to Nardwuar. That broke my heart. Have you seen that clip?
Oh man,
That
See, I
clip is
didn't-
terrible.
I never knew that. Side
He's
of
so mean.
Kurt
Anyone that's
Cobain.
mean to Nardwuar is like my enemy immediately.
dude,
You
fuck
guys,
that.
fuck you guys. I don't fuck with you.
And then
So-
Dave's just sitting in the corner like, hey, how you doing?
Dave's like, I'm gonna be way more famous one day.
So which one do you think is the false one, Legion?
Fuck. I'm gonna go with the Freebird Dwayne Allman because I firmly fucking believe that Kurt Cobain would yeet a fucking hot dog in Chris Novoselic for being a prick.
Alright,
I would
so
say the food fight myself.
the incorrect one is the David Bowie one. He wasn't born with heterochromia. He got hit in the eye in high
Really?
school. And it busted his iris, and the color just went, underneath all brown eyes is blue. So he got a blue eye. His eyes were originally brown.
Yeah, we both missed that one.
Yeah.
All right.
Punch you in the eye or...
They're already blue.
Dude, punch me in the eye. That'd be so cool. All right,
Just
so
fucking trade you eyes.
it'd be cool as fuck with Naruto or something. Anyway, next three.
Weed.
Whatever. Shut up. The last three statements.
All right.
Okay, so we have Prince's Purple Rain is an allegory to the Jimi Hendrix song Purple Haze. We have Jimi Hendrix wrote Little Wing in 145 seconds. And we have Paul McCartney was the only Beatle that knew how to read sheet music.
That I firmly believe.
Yeah. That one seems straight up.
Because you knew Harrison couldn't. And you know Ringo can't. Ringo was like along for the ride. Is Ringo the best drummer in the world? Ringo isn't even the best drummer in the Beatles.
Let's see. That one's a tough one. This Little Wing's more than 145 seconds, isn't it?
Nobody wrote it. They came up with the parts for it. I could believe that.
I didn't know that.
The dude could just pull shit out of his ass and
Yeah,
he
like
Yeah.
Missy Elliott or
like
something.
Oh yeah. What? That took a second. That took a second to process.
I heard that Missy Elliott writes songs like extremely fast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, dude.
All right, I'd say the Purple Rain. I think.
Yeah, I don't
I don't think so.
Prince just did his own fucking thing so well that I don't think that that's something he would do. Like, I knew that he like hella respected Hendrix, but I don't think that he would go as far as to.
So that one's actually true. Paul
Really?
McCartney didn't know. None of the Beatles knew how to read sheet music.
None of them.
None of them.
That's a trick.
Yeah, none of them.
How do you play that many instruments, not know how to read music?
Get really fucking.
Don't you
bored.
not know how to read music? And you play like drums and guitar and bass and sing?
I can't read music.
Shit,
I
and
can
wanna
play,
do
like, 8
keyboard?
instruments.
Yeah, that's true, huh? I forgot how to read music. I used to as a kid. I knew
Like
how to
trombone, that doesn't
Yeah,
count.
and saxophone, I got you.
read. And
Yeah, dude.
Piano.
I
a
play
little
French
bit.
horn and I know nothing. Well, no, okay, I can read sheet music, but very slowly.
Yeah, I have to
Very slowly.
Yeah.
Like it's so
Sit there.
slowly, it's not even worth it.
I gotta
Like,
count out the
It's like
spaces
fucking
on my
Cyrillic.
hands.
It's like you gotta sit there and decipher it.
it's
Oh
like-
yeah, it's a code. You know what I mean? I gotta sit there like code breaker over here.
Binary. It's just gen.
All right,
Damn,
so
those are
you
some
guys,
good ones.
Those
you,
were
guys,
some pretty good ones.
you guys got all of them wrong.
No,
Oh, wait,
we
no,
got
no,
the
you
first
guys
one.
got the
first
Blink-
one right.
you got the Blink-182 one. Yeah, okay. I was like, I don't know if that one would be believable or not. That one I just pulled out of my ass. The other ones.
Much like Missy Elliott.
Hi, my name is Jared, and I'm the bass player for Erratic Impulse.
I'm Rebecca, and I'm the drummer.
My name's Carlos. I'm the singer of the band.
And I'm Russ. I'm the lead guitarist.
Oh yeah, I also play rhythm guitar. Forgot to say that. And we're Erratic Impulse from San Diego, California.
Yeah.
So, how did the band end up performing together? Where was your guys' start?
So Carlos and I met at the beginning of 2020 or like mid 2020, and then we jammed, and then he met Jared and Russell, and then we all got together in October of 2020, and then we jammed, and it just worked really well. The chemistry was there, and we've been a band ever since.
Yeah, it's funny. I was trying to start 2 different bands. I was trying to start like an indie band with Rebecca and like a heavy band with Russell and Jared. I guess we went to high school together, and like I never even knew Jared existed.
Yeah.
And I was just like a nod to Russell every now and then because we just had like looked alternative, you know. So that's what you do to people you don't talk to and look the same. You just give yourself the nod in the halls, you know.
Yeah. What do you guys write about, and what inspires you to write?
I write my feelings, like I eat my feelings. It's like if I'm feeling a certain kind of way, I'll write about it. I don't really like, it's a lot harder to write like on the spot. I mean, we typically write about, I always ask the band like if they're okay with the stuff I'm writing. I write about not liking yourself and not liking people, and we also write about like, you know, getting screwed over by the conquistadores and stuff too, where we're very open to lyrics. You know, we're not just very single down. I don't do all the lyrics myself either, though. I have had Jared and Russell both help me write lyrics. They're both also really, really good at doing that. So if you guys want to,
I wrote a couple of lyrics for our songs, but I mostly kind of just write most of the instrumentals. Not really like in the lyrical kind of side of writing.
Russell's written an entire song. Like, he just had lyrics to a song one time. He's like, hey, like, I think this would go really well with it. And I mean, we just roll with the punches, you know. We're not close to any of the members, you know, writing parts for each other.
That's awesome. So who would you say is some of the band's biggest influences?
So some of my biggest influences when it comes to music, I'm a big fan of Suicidal Tendencies. I like Tool. I like Meshuggah.
We actually, we know a guy that was supposed to, or he did try out for Meshuggah, didn't he?
Yeah, when their guitarist left.
Yeah.
Our guitar tech.
Yeah, Guitar Center, when we worked at Guitar Center. He's amazing. He's an amazing guitarist. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no, you're good, you're good. I have a lot of, I'm an emo kid, so I got a lot of, like, emo fucking core influence, like, Pierce the Veil, Sleeping with Sirens kind of stuff, like, like Memphis May Fire, and, like, all that emo scene shit back in the day. What about you, Jared?
My biggest influences, definitely I've listened to Tool a lot. Tool's one of my favorite bands of all time.
Same here.
I was a lot into classic, like, you know, Metallica was just like the greatest. But as my music interests have gone some other places, I listen to Gojira a lot. Those guys are great. A lot of my songs that I write are really Gojira heavy influence. Yeah, that's kind of like my main ones.
I don't actually listen to a ton of metal, but after being in this band, I kind of expanded my musical listening, and I like nu metal a lot, so like I like Korn and Deftones and music like that.
Okay.
Besides that, Jared also introduced me to Gojira. I knew like one song before, but I took a deep dive after he started listening to them a lot, and I really love what they do, especially the drums. Amazing stuff.
It's funny, we're all pretty generic when it comes to our music tastes, but you can kind of hear a little bit of everything in our music. You know,
I was actually going to say that. Yeah, I wouldn't have known what your influences were entirely based off of that. Like, now knowing, I can hear some of it in there, but like, you guys have your own sound to it. It's not like just a copy of what you guys listen to.
Yeah, exactly. We try not to be a one-trick pony.
Yeah, no, definitely, and I love that. That's awesome.
It helps that we all come from different backgrounds and like
definitely
a bunch of different genres and stuff, so it's a good collaboration.
I mean, Rebecca is like primarily like a R&B, like funk drummer, so
yeah.
Oh really?
Oh, wow.
That's awesome. I've actually seen a few of your videos of you drumming and stuff. I've followed you on Instagram for a while now. I don't remember if it's my band account or the Underground Creepshows account, but I've seen you play before, and I've actually watched you like get like better, and it's actually really cool.
Thank you. Wow.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, I didn't know if you knew that we've actually like listened to you guys and stuff before, but we do really like you guys.
And we got a lot more music coming out soon, so hopefully you will be able to hear more of that stuff with our upcoming music.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right, so you guys have been playing for a decent amount of time, right? Who are some of your favorite bands that you've played with, or just any of your favorite underground bands in general that you've seen?
One of my favorite local bands, or I'll name a couple: Mouthguard, Lucid Dream.
Mm-hmm.
I like Mouthguard. They're pretty sick.
Who else?
Influencers.
Yeah,
we fuck with them.
Yeah.
Gingsu's not from San Diego. They're from a little up north, but they're San Diego County.
Okay.
But yeah, we've definitely made a lot of friends, and it's crazy how much like really, really good music there is in the underground scene that like you don't know about until you have that one, punky looking friend that's like, hey, you want to go to a show, bro? And then it's like, you just unlock this new realm of like really badass music.
Yeah, definitely.
What about you, man?
Yeah, so I like Gingsu too. Another band that I like that we've played with is Dead Rosetta. They're really good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll definitely check them out.
So, if you guys could play at any venue with any band, who would it be, and where would y'all be playing?
One of my dream venues is the Red Rocks.
Yeah.
Okay.
This looks amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, the natural sound there too. The acoustics in that venue is just ridiculous.
I've never been there, but based on all the live YouTube videos I've watched, it looks and sounds amazing. So that's like my top venue.
I mean, I've seen a video of Gojira playing there. So
Yeah,
playing with Gojira
yeah.
there would be pretty
That's the dream.
Nice.
Yeah, because I don't really know big venues like that, honestly. All like the venues that I wanted to play as a kid, we actually somehow have miraculously in the last year and a half been able to play most of them here in San Diego, which is Soma San Diego, Che Cafe, Music Box in downtown.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's dope. Yeah, it's always the best when like you're a little kid, you see like a kind of like a whatever venue, whether it be big or small, and you're like, damn, I wish I could play that one day, and then you can finally get to it, and it's like, oh my god, like I'm on the other end of the stage now.
It's such a cool feeling.
So I think I'd like to play something like well, I don't know a whole lot of venues either, not a lot of the big ones, but maybe something like that Viejas Arena over there by SDSU.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, that's another big one I want to do.
Yeah, so that would be pretty
Okay.
I want to play Break by Break, and we've had three. Speaking of which, we got another offer to play that today on August 27th while we're on tour.
Oh,
Oh, that's dope.
Been offered to play Break by Break 3 times, and we have had stuff going on every single time, and I'm so bummed out. But
Oh man.
we'll get there. Hopefully they don't take it personally.
Do any of you guys have a hidden talent that isn't music related?
I ride motocross. I'm not like very good at it. Like I don't know, like jumping like 50 feet in the air. I don't do that. I just like desert riding, but I like to do it.
Okay.
I can balance shit on my chin.
That's cool.
Sick.
I can if you give me like a guitar, like a chair, like a ladder, I can balance that.
Holy
shit.
crap, that's awesome.
That's
Yeah, I don't think I have like a hidden talent that I can think of.
Russell has huge junk. That's his hidden talent.
Attaboy.
I don't know. I can put shape my tongue into a clover. I don't know if that counts.
There are some people that can't
counts.
do that. That does count.
That
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, that counts.
Nothing else. I don't know.
Come on, Russ. You got to give us a good one. Are you double jointed or some shit?
No.
He's really good at the guitar. That's his hidden talent.
When you guys are playing shows, everybody's favorite part, loading in gear, loading out gear, who carries the least amount of gear?
Carlos.
Probably me. I definitely try to help out a lot, but I'm always running around, like, whether I'm talking to our friends or our fans or other bands and shit, like, I'm constantly, like, running around back and forth, so I try my best, but I
See, when it comes to that question, I trust the drummer the most, because it's always the drummer that ends up, like, carrying everything.
I was gonna say, we're actually pretty good at helping each other out with gear.
That's
and
good.
surprisingly, even the singer is very helpful, especially compared to other bands I've been in. The singer is just useless.
yeah, same. I've been in a lot of bands, too, like that.
Oh, yeah.
About making it even for each other, which is very nice.
If you had to choose between giving up a limb or one of your senses, what would it be?
Ooh. I'll lose a sense.
I would also lose a sense.
What about you guys? Yeah, sense.
It's not like a sense like just smell or something. Like it's something that you need daily, like your sight or your hearing.
Oh, dude, I don't give a fuck. If I can't see, that's cool with me, dude.
Yeah.
That's all. Because if I lose my arm, dude, or either of my arms, like I will fucking get so depressed, dude. Like,
Yeah. I can't lose any of my limbs or my ears, so my eyes are the only option.
Oh, just wait in 10 years, we'll have human augmentations, man. I'm stoked. Get robot legs, play drums faster. That's what I want to do.
Actually, I'm on that now.
Some cyberpunk shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, exactly, dude. Then we can actually force you to do double kick.
I'll lose a leg.
Okay. So she changed her answer. She'll lose a leg.
Hey, the drummer for Ghost Inside lost a leg. He's doing all right.
Go. I really didn't know that. I love that band. That's a sick ass fucking. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. No, you should check out their aftermath video. Like that kind of explains the accident that happened and like the whole band's recovery. It's pretty touching video, man.
Dude, that's fucking sick. Yeah, I love documentaries. They always like inspire me to like go fucking write something or something, you know?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah. Is there ever been a movie you guys have watched that have made you cry?
Several, all the time.
Which one?
My man.
I'm Carlos again. Hello. I'm a little wimp when it comes to movies. Like, I don't really show a lot of emotion. Like, or at least I try not to. Like, generally around people. But movies, dude. Like, oh, dude, show me a good Pixar movie. Fuck me up, dude. Like,
I remember I cried during the movie Up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That'll get you going.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting a little emotional just thinking about that.
I remember I seen Click when I was just a little kid.
Click.
It starts off so funny, and then like towards the end, it just gets so depressing. And it's just
It really does. It kind of comes out of nowhere. The whole movie's just goofy as hell.
Yeah.
The guy's living the dream.
that's where my trust issues started, bro. Goddamn.
When there's people around, it just won't come out.
Rebecca, like a rock, dude. She is emotionless.
That's awesome.
You guys remember feelings? You guys remember having feelings?
Yeah, everybody has cried except for Rebecca because she's the.
I feel like I have, I just don't know what movie.
Have you ever seen A Dog's Purpose? That shit will fuck you up.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
I actually haven't seen that, but now I'm gonna watch it and I guess cry.
Go watch it.
Do you guys have any guilty pleasure music that you're ashamed of, or that you just don't tell people you listen to?
I'm gonna let these guys go first because mine's rough.
Maybe your friends don't like it as much, but it hits something for you, you know?
Oh, I'll pass. Let me think about that.
Okay, we'll go.
Honestly, like, I'll tell people what I listen to.
Me too, I
don't know.
I mean, it's still a guilty pleasure, you know. What about you, Russ?
yeah, I think. So I don't think a lot of people know this, but like some of my guilty pleasure music is like 80s new wave stuff. So I like The Cure or
Okay. Yeah, no, I like The Cure.
Yeah, the other day I was listening to that song "Love My Way" by the Psychedelic Furs.
Oh yeah.
A classic 80s song.
I love all of that stuff too.
You know, like
I feel like 80s new wave stuff hits different.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so my girlfriend's gonna help me with this. My girlfriend's in the room with me. She listens to a lot of the same music I do, so I'm just gonna start shooting rounds. So here we go. I like the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Eric, old and new. I've been fucking with. I started working at a grocery store recently, and they be playing that fucking one song. Fucking, I've been dancing on top of cars, stumbling out of boat. Like, every now and then, I will fuck with some Big Time Rush. We're halfway there.
Damn, Big Time Rush. I haven't heard that name in forever.
Don't like One Direction, but I do know how to play one of their songs.
Which one?
Direction.
Fucking, I can play, what's that one fucking song? You're insecure.
Oh, yeah. The one that, like, everyone knows.
That everyone knows, dude.
Yeah.
It was great. I was trying to impress the girls, you know how.
Wait, so you know the lyrics and stuff, too? Because you were singing it.
I absolutely know it. And I would get, like, I was in a choir class, and I'd get, like, the girls who could sing to sing it with me, and then I'd do the harmonies, and it was great.
Attaboy.
I'll fuck Justin Bieber every now and then, too. Yeah, so I'm a little all over the place, but I don't give a fuck. I'll tell people about it. I'll be like, hey, I'll get drunk and she'll be like, you want to play Burn It Up real quick? It's a classic.
Oh yeah.
Oh damn, that's like hitting like deep parts of my brain that I didn't even remember existed.
Have you thought of something?
Yeah, because when I used to work at a Dunkin', and like all the music was just straight up pop, and I hated it. You know, like I'm a metalhead. Like I literally could not like listen to anything else but metal. But like some of those songs would get stuck in my head, and it would piss me off. And I'd be like, God damn it, like Madonna.
Madonna.
Like they're like.
Jared listens to Madonna.
I don't. That's literally the only.
What's that one fucking Madonna song that everybody fucking knows? Like a Virgin? No, not that one. Fucking.
I don't even. I really don't know what the songs are called. I just like would hear them all the time, and they would be stuck in my head for a little bit.
So in a nutshell, Jared is the cool one of the group.
Yeah.
It's okay. I was working in a warehouse, and like never really listened to a whole lot of new hip hop. Huge Future fan now.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I can't fuck with a lot of that shit, but hey, man, put on the right like Nicki Minaj song, and I'm down.
Yeah, and then you just gotta shake your ass, you know. So, you guys have been active for a while. Do you have any advice to new artists? Did we already ask that?
Don't suck. No, I'm just kidding.
I think the most important is networking and making as many connections possible, like attending shows and talking to the bands after, and use social media to help you, because in this day, it's like one of the easiest ways to meet people.
I would say, like, if you're kind of just starting out, I mean, I was going to mention the same thing that Rebecca did about just finding the connections, but just like, oh man, this is such a hard question, because like, I kind of feel like I'm still trying to learn how to, I'm still trying to figure out that too, because this is the first band I've ever been in, and I'm still trying to figure out how to write my own music, and I still feel like I'm a new artist. I really haven't been out into like music world enough yet.
What's kind of been a big eye-opener for you coming into your first band and playing shows and stuff like that? What was one thing that you didn't really expect that you'd learn?
Well, yeah, ever since we've been recording, like, I've been learning so much more of that, and I finally got my own computer, and I kind of just start with GarageBand right now. I don't have any of the fancy, like, Logic Pro, Pro Tools, all that stuff yet. But I've been a lot of, I kind of record my own stuff, and I show it to them, and that's pretty much how I get most of my ideas started.
Started, motherfucker. You guys, like, dude, these guys send us, him and Russell both send us full songs, and they're like, here's an idea, guys, and it's like a drums and guitar and everything. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Hey, that's what's up, though.
Alright, the most
that's awesome.
Ever, dude. Like, same goes for Russ. I know this is also his first band, if you want to touch on that.
Yeah, so I haven't really, had a whole lot of experience, myself, because this is my first band. But I can see where Rebecca's advice is helpful, because, you do need the networking and, making connections with people, to kind of get your name out there and to have those opportunities so you can, get the respect that you deserve, or the, the audience, things like recognition. That's the word, recognition. So, I mean, that's all I really have to say.
Yeah, I think for me, just to touch on a different topic, just write as much fucking music as you possibly can with your friends. Get yourself a 30-minute set list that you can start, like, saying, hey, we can play a show here and we can play a show there. If you can get 30 minutes of music, sets are always like 30 minutes for local shows, and also find the right group of people to write music with, because like that's something that I feel like we were all really lucky to experience. Like, we are all super, super talented. At least I believe we're all super talented, I've been in bands for fucking 6-7 years now, and this is like the most talented group of people I've ever worked with, and like also understanding creatively. Like no one ever like shuts the door and says no. Like I'm not doing that. I only want to do it this way. Everybody's super open to hearing out ideas, trying new stuff. Like if we outvote somebody to do something that maybe somebody didn't like, we'll bite the bullet. So it's it has to be a fun creative process, but it has to be a professional creative process as well.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, and chemistry is gonna be key there.
Yeah, definitely.
It sounds like you guys are a very tight knit group.
Yeah, man. These fuckers have become very good friends of mine. I would say close to my best friends for sure.
Oh yeah.
You definitely want that in a band, you know. I know a lot of people that are just like the tightest people that like their closest friends are their band.
Yeah, and it's perfect because we're all hermits. Like outside of our band and going to play shows together, like we don't do shit. We all like I know us boys just hang home, play video games, fucking play guitar and shit. And I know Bex fucking likes to chill whenever she can, but she's super busy. She has like a lot of side stuff going on, but I know we're all super hermity regardless. We don't go out to do shit.
I don't really do much. I just go to work and I go home.
Play some video games.
I just play some video
play some Elden Ring or some shit.
Elden Ring.
Yeah, just kind of just do what I can.
Well, is there anything else you want people to know? Any upcoming shows that you have? Anything like that?
We're doing our first headliner show at Soma. So that'll be August 6th will be our first headliner show at Soma. Soma's been very nice to us, and we've gotten real cozy there, so it'll be fun being able to play with a lot of our friends and having, just that experience to share. We're putting out a bunch of new music. We've been lagging on that because we're all super picky about how shit sounds, and we have cursed songs that send us back and forth to the studio to re-record and shit, but we're working on an album. We got so far I think 8 or 9 tracks on the list, and that should be out hopefully by the end of the year. So other than that, I don't think we got too much going on. Just playing shows, fucking getting our name out there, and we're hitting a little mini tour for the first time. We're hitting San Diego, LA, San Fran, and then Long Beach on the way back down for the last week of August. It'll be August 25th through August 28th. And that's what we're up to right now.
Okay,
that's
cool.
Awesome, yo.
That's dope. Okay, well, thank you so much for talking to us, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you guys so much for having us. Sorry that we talked your guys' ears off.
No, it's totally...
Absolutely love it.
Yeah, dude. Seriously. All right, well, you guys have a great night.
You guys as well. Thank you so much.